The impact that COVID has had in the community has been absolutely massive. It's devastating to see, small businesses close down, schools closing down.
Just seeing loved ones in a hospital room in the ICU without having their family next to them in the last few moments of their life, and then trying to help those family members get through it has been very difficult.
Getting a vaccine is the best thing you can do for your loved ones, most importantly, and yourself. And it's something you give back to the community.
I believe in the science behind the vaccine. I have all my other vaccines, and I wanted to ensure that I could be around my family and friends safely.
I thought it was very important to get the vaccine because I knew it would help so many people see their friends and family.
I decided to take this vaccine because I want to be healthy and safe and free.
There's a lot of misinformation out there. And I think it's important to just educate yourself.
A common concern I hear is people worrying that the COVID-19 vaccine can give you the COVID-19 virus. This is absolutely not true.
Some people believe that the mRNA vaccines made your DNA change. That's not true.
Vaccines teach the immune system to recognize and fight the virus that causes COVID-19.
Certainly the approvals that have taken place at the provincial and federal level are applying the same standards we'd apply to any other vaccine.
People get common side effects like they do with any immunization, like kids get with their diphtheria, polio, tetanus, whooping cough immunizations. You can get fever, your arm can get sore, but that's short-lived.
The science speaks for itself, and I think now, over a year into this pandemic, we're seeing what the vaccines really have the ability to do.
There are many, many people across the world that have already received the COVID vaccine successfully without any incident.
The evidence of long-term complications and death of COVID itself far outweighs any potential risk from the vaccines.
If patients and just people in general have seen what I've seen on the COVID ward, seen perfectly healthy people suffer greatly from COVID, you wouldn't think twice about vaccinating against COVID.
For me, the vaccine ingredients are hugs, trips, dinner with friends, movies, shows, dinner at the restaurants, handshakes, open borders, and the freedom to stay home when you decide on staying home.
I had a 2-day wait before I had to get my vaccine, and those days felt like leading up to Christmas.
The process of getting the vaccine was amazing. It was so well organized. It was super efficient. It was amazing to see so many people putting in the effort to get our community vaccinated.
Yeah, that day that I got the vaccine was probably one of the best days of this year. I felt a sense of relief, happiness that I was doing the right thing, satisfied that things were going in the right direction finally.
You feel more protected, you feel more safe, that you're not going to spread it and you're not going to catch it.
Felt really appreciative that I live in this country and that I can get a vaccine living here, opposed to other countries that can't or don't have the option.
It's one of the few times in my career where I could say that every single patient who comes in, they come in happy and they leave happy.
Getting the vaccine is really the critical way in which we can get through this. I mean, we followed a lot of precautions with distancing, with mask wearing, but ultimately, if we're going to try to get back to our lives, if we want people who are potentially at risk of getting infections to feel comfortable going out into their communities and living their lives, I think we all need to immunize.
Particularly with the new variant, sometimes known as the Delta variant, it's absolutely critical that we all get this vaccine, 2 doses of the COVID vaccine to protect ourselves and our communities and our families.
For younger adults too who are wanting to go out in public and they miss the socializing and wanting to see their friends, like we are the ones that can help to stop that spread.
Once we all have our COVID vaccinations, I'm looking forward to a vacation.
I'm looking forward to seeing my kids play again. Play with their friends, go to school, enjoy school activities, sports. I would just love to see their smiles on their faces without a mask behind it.
It's just sort of an act of kindness, just because you're going to be helping so many people.
You can save a life by just getting a needle in your arm. It's as simple as that.
If you haven't received your vaccine yet, then roll up your sleeve, Halton, and get your vaccine.
None of us are safe until all of us are safe.
Roll up your sleeves, Halton. Let's get vaccinated.
Roll up your sleeves, Halton.
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 It's time to roll up your sleeves, Halton.